Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, it's the Joe Cortez Show.
Hello and welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the boxing capital of the world. Today we have a gentleman who has made history in boxing because of his age. At the tender age of 15, he turned pro in Tennessee. Came out to Las Vegas and got his license as a professional fighter at the age of 17, which is also the history, the record breaking for Nevada as well. But we're talking about one of the great ones, super bantamweight champion, Clarence Bones Adams. And I say, Clarence, he doesn't like the name. Everybody calls him as Bones. I said, you got to know Bones about you. I mean, this guy's a very well fit. Was a bantamweight, super bantamweight champion of the world, a WBA champion, which I had the honor of refereeing the fight against Nestor Gazer back in 2000 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And Adam, you don't look a year older than you did when I refereed back in 2000.
I had hair back then.
So did I. I had a little bit.
You did,
but you still got some hair. You know, pretty soon you let it grow up, you can comb it back.
Yes.
But Bones Adams is one of the great fighters that I have the honor of being involved with as far as a person that he is, a dad, a husband. And he has a nice gym here in Las Vegas himself that has a lot of the fighters that come to it. Of course, we have a co-host on the show, Michelle. I'm thinking about talking about Michelle with the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, yeah.
We had Dylan May, who's my co-host on the show. We're going to talk a lot about Michelle today because you're part of the members,
right,
a member for the board member for the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
I'm not sure if I'm a board member, but I'm just I'm a loved one, you know.
Yeah, I know you're
part of the family.
You're a board member, don't even know it.
Oh yeah, they could. Yeah.
And it's such a great space. You've got to come down and see it.
I'm definitely. I just arrived from Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
I was over there with Amir Khan. And I didn't get to see it yet, but I'll be seeing it. I guess was the 19th, Friday.
This
19th?
Friday night,
so
absolutely.
I'll be there.
Yes, it's going to be a huge event there.
This Friday the 19th, we're going to have a special event for Manny Pacquiao. As you all know, is fighting on the 20th, this coming Saturday. So we have champions.
Legends.
It's a dinner, a cocktail. They're going to be a legends in boxing at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame at the Boulevard Mall here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the boxing capital of the world. And we'll be talking about, that night going to be special because it's going to be a pre-fight party for Amir Khan, Manny Pacquiao against Keith Thurman. Amir Khan and Keith Thurman are fighting Saturday. It's going to be a big fight. That's a fight that the fans really want to see. It's going to be the first time that Keith Thurman has going to fight for a pay-per-view event.
Yeah.
He has never fought on pay-per-view. This night he will because he's fighting Manny Pacquiao. And such a fight where two great fighters, two legends in boxing, two definitely Hall of Famers. And Keith Thurman is undefeated. Manny Pacquiao, you know, has been a eight division world champion. I mean, he broke all kinds of records. And he's still at the age of 40 fighting for the welterweight champion, defending his title. It's going to be a unified bout.
And you know what? He'll be over at my gym here in a few hours to start preparing for the final week of the boxing with him. And I saw him last time, and he doesn't look 40. He's still moving fast. He's just in tremendous shape, powerful. It looks like he hasn't lost anything.
Yeah, right. Now here we see a picture of you in your gym there. That was in your gym. Now here, Manny Pacquiao. When I spoke to him last year, just before he fought Adrian Broner the day after weigh-in, I got to talk to him. I was talking to him up close. I interviewed him for ESPN, and he looked sharp. And I told him, so what's going to happen with you and Floyd Mayweather? He says, Joe, I'm going to focus on tonight's fight. You know, after tonight's fight, we'll see what happens, then we'll talk about that. Then I got to talk to Freddie Roach. I said, Freddie, your guy won the fight tonight. What's going to happen with you and Floyd Mayweather? He said, well, we're willing to sit down and negotiate a deal. Then I went to Atlanta Ellaby, Floyd Mayweather. The same night, I said, okay, now your guy, you saw now that tonight Pacquiao beat Adrian Broner. The fight going to be made now with Mayweather and Pacquiao. He said, well, you know, we could sit down and talk about that, and that's the last I heard about it. Yeah. But, you know, I got a good gut feeling that Floyd Mayweather is going to be there ringside Saturday night. He's going to be licking his chops and saying, okay, I want to take the winner.
I'm not sure about that because he'd rather be fighting these MMA guys and making easy money and instead of having to fight a real fight, because that's going to be a real fight. And, you know, Floyd's always in shape. Floyd always trains. My hat's off to him. Even now, being retired, he still stays in shape. But I mean, you got to think business is business. He's gonna make just as much money to fight guys who don't really box.
Well, that means I have a chance. That means I have a chance to come back.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, if you
You
guys
keep
come
saying
back,
you're going to come back in the ring.
I'm
There
gonna
you
come
go.
back. I mean, they got this amateur.
exactly,
We had this amateur tournament. Come back, man. I'm so young. I still got a little spark of the old flash right now.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, tell me, Adam, Bones Adams, I mean, one of the great super bantamweight champions. Now, when I refereed that fight with you and Nestor Garza back in 2000, that seemed like yesterday. It's already 19 years ago already.
It does. You know what? And my hat's off to you. I would never won the fight without Joe. Because he got a headbutt, and it was a cut, but it wasn't bad enough to be stopped. The corner's like, stop it. And Joe was like, no, make him fight. So he fought, and the cut had nothing to do with it. They stopped bleeding with it. So thanks to Joe, I won the world title. It's all because of you.
Well, I don't think it was that bad of a cut to stop the fight.
It wasn't, but they wanted to stop it because they knew they were getting beat. So.
Yeah, but see, as a referee, I sometimes the corner or the other side wants to stop the fight, or a doctor may want to stop it. I don't think the cut is that severe, and I would say no. I think we could let it go. It's happened several times. Once in Atlantic City, one time years ago in Atlantic City at the beginning of my career, and one time in Germany they wanted me to stop a fight, and I don't think the cut was that severe. And I said no, it's okay. Sometimes you get doctors that don't really knows that. I mean, so it could be a bad bleed, but it's not really bad enough.
Right.
If you get a cut underneath the eye, or if you get it right in the eyelids, it's a little different. But we up here on the top, I think it could be stopped. It's not dangerous. I don't think they should stop the fight.
That's exactly what happened. And then once he got back to the corner, he had a really good cut, man, as well, just like I did, and it stopped it. It didn't bleed anymore during the fight.
Right.
You know.
You became a super bantamweight champion of the world.
Yes.
Adams
changed my life forever.
I remember picking up your hand up in the victory. There is a picture of you and I right there. You raising your hand up when you won the super bantamweight championship.
Yeah, we both look a lot younger then, so.
I still look
and skinnier. We both, both.
I still feel like back in my fighting shape days. I was a bantamweight fighter myself, but I was fighting at the amateur. And when I turned pro as well back in '63.
Yeah.
See, it seemed like yesterday.
Yeah.
I was a tall, slick, don't get hit type of a fighter.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah. And I had 18 and 1 record as a pro.
Yeah.
But nothing compared to you. I mean, you had like a record of 56 fights with 44 wins, and you had 20 knockouts and 7 losses.
My amateur career was like 176-4.
176 and 4.
Yeah, so I had a lot of fights.
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah. And you're still looking like you never put on the glove in your life. You still look still sharp as a whip.
Too bad I speak like I've been punched too many times. But
your mom told me you were born that way.
Hey, it's funny. James Toney is born that way. James Toney is always, I know him since I was a child. He's always spoke like that. People say, "Oh, he punched." Not just the way he talks. Yeah. He's always been that way.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing about you. You're sharp as a whip, and you bring a lot to the community. You do a lot for the fighters, and you have a beautiful family. I mean, your kids are just amazing. And
they're a beautiful family because they look like my wife.
Your wife.
They look like mom. So
your wife is Filipino?
Yeah, she's Filipino. Yes.
Yeah, yes. I'm sure she's a big Manny Pacquiao fan.
Yeah,
and I'm sure she will be at the gym today.
Of course, she's gonna be at the gym today. But so I get people out of the woodwork to come to the gym today, and I kick them out. I close it up. That's one thing about my gym. Is that especially, if you're paying for it to be private, it's going to be private. Everybody comes in that they want in, and no one gets in that they don't. So.
Right. Yeah, so it's a private session. Nobody's to be there. So you hear fans out there, don't be trying to come around Bones Adams' gym because you're not going to be able to get in.
Yeah.
You got like 4 big bodyguards outside. They all got big baseball bats.
Well, but now that he is a senator, he has guys with guns there too. So believe me, they don't want to get in there.
Nobody will come in there. No. But it's going to be great to see Manny Pacquiao Saturday night.
Yes.
Fighting Keith Thurman. It's going to be a great fight for sure. I mean, no matter what anybody says, I don't care if he's 40, 50 years old. I don't care. He's 40 years young. He got the spark of the old Flash. He still got it all. Got all the moves. Got the speed. Yeah, I mean,
I think he's going to win anyways.
Me too.
But then again, I really got an interest now because I started working with Amir Khan for his last fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would like to see Manny win so we get the opportunity to fight Manny next.
Yeah, well, I read something that there was a contract in the making with for November.
As far as I know, it's signed
December,
already, but
Saudi
you know how
Arabia.
that is in boxing. things are signed already, but one thing after another, you can't believe it until they're actually in there.
Tell them to put that money in the escrow account today, and the fight is made
exactly.
with the signed contract.
Yes.
That's the only way it's going to be made.
Yes,
money
yes.
in the escrow account.
Yes.
You
Well,
know? If they don't do
I'm pretty
that-
sure that it is in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but we want to see the money secure. I mean,
It is. Believe me, the money's there.
I know the
I
money's-
just left there.
Yeah.
I left Saudi.
Yeah.
Yeah. The money's there.
Yeah, that's going to be good because these guys, they do have the money. And I read today's one of the websites. I said that Amir Khan, he won by a technical knockout Saturday night
Yes.
in Saudi Arabia. Who did he
Yes.
beat?
He beat two-time and two-division champ Billy Dibb.
Okay, Billy Dill. So now,
Billy Dibb, from Australia.
yeah, Dibbs from Australia. He's a good champion. He was.
Yeah.
And now Amir Khan beat him, so it shows that Amir Khan still has something left.
Well,
And-
we had a really short camp this time. We worked well together, and we're gonna have a little bit more time and put things together a little bit more. And he did what I asked him to in spots. I'm saying majority of the time. So that's all you can ask, especially after 4 weeks. And he sees he can't be the same fighter, and I'm trying to, as my surgeon would say, not the inventor, the improver. I'm trying to improve him and make him into the fighter that he can be still.
Yeah, he still has a lot of fire in the belly. He wants to
Yes.
keep on going.
Yes.
And I think that he definitely has a good chance. But fighting Manny Pacquiao going to be, that's what he's been wanting to do many years ago.
Yes,
and then give him a shot. He got an opportunity now. It's good for Manny and it's good for Amir Khan.
It's the right timing. Everything is about timing.
Yeah. I remember refereeing Amir Khan against Marcos Maidana, and that was a good fight. And Amir Khan ended up winning that night. And I always said to myself, this kid is he's from Great Britain,
Right.
from a heritage of Pakistan, from Pakistan. And he speaks with that British accent. You see
Yes.
a fellow from Pakistan, an Indian-looking guy with a British accent.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just like you
but-
see
That's right.
the Afro.
So I just came up with
fighters.
this idea. So since you're a referee, a good luck referee for me,
Yeah.
and for Amir, you have to referee the fight against Manny Pacquiao. And
I'll come back. I'll come back for that.
Come back for
I
that.
tell you,
You're good luck. You're good luck for us. So you have to. You have to.
I would love to come back for that fight. That's one fight I'll come back for to show the fans that I still got a little spark of the old flesh myself.
Yeah.
I still got the moves. I still move around that ring. I still got the moves. I will come back for a fight like that.
That's why you always come to the gym and you practice. You just come to the gym. Come to the gym. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
work out.
Work out with us.
When I go to your gym every so often, I go there and I talk to some of these young fighters, and so some of the trainers say, Joe, what do you think? I say, well, you know what? I show them a couple of new techniques. They say, oh, wow, that's a good one. So I'm still involved in the mix with the fighters, being I was an ex-fighter myself. But I get a lot of respect from the fighters because of they know that I've been in there with the greatest, including yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
I learned a lot from refereeing all these great champions from throughout the years, and I learned to see a lot of mistakes that fighters make, and I'm able to help out now that I'm out of boxing as a referee. I can give some pointers of things that I picked up throughout the years as a referee.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you another question. You have children. You have two boys.
I have 3 boys.
3 boys, right?
12, 9, and 6.
Wow. Okay, I knew about the older one. I forgot about the 6-year-old.
They look like mom and act like me.
Okay. Do they box like you?
No.
They don't box like you. They box like the mom.
One wants to be a wrestler. One wants to be a
They-
gamer. They're all over the place.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Yeah,
But so teach them a little technique. Cause
Of
come
course,
on.
I'm going to.
Yeah, you got to teach them that self-esteem, the confidence,
Yeah.
and the confidence level comes with boxing. You know that.
I don't think they have the dedication that needs to be a boxer. So that's the reason why I'm going to keep them away from it. And plus, I don't want them going through the same thing I did. This is a very dirty sport, and heartbreaking, and I don't want them to go through that.
Yeah. Now you say dirty sport. You had some difficult times throughout your careers.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, with management.
Yeah, management, yes.
And you think you got steered the wrong way a lot of throughout your part of your career?
Because of a certain guy, I won the world title, but the same reason I lost it. Because I know that I beat Paulie Ayala the first time, and they robbed me. So it all has to do with him. I found out a while ago, and once they robbed me, it just took everything out of me.
Who robbed you?
Well, the judges apparently. So, just the way they scored it. I never was dropped, and they scored it around 10-8. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, you watch that fight. How you going to score that at 10-8? Any round 10-8. He ran the last round. They gave it to him just to make it a draw. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. There's
So-
sometimes judges call around the 10-8 when a fighter doesn't necessarily get knocked down, but it's so overwhelmed that
But it wasn't.
But,
You
but it
watched
wasn't.
It was not. It
Yeah,
was
it
not.
wasn't.
It was not. I got caught with one shot that wobbled me, and that was it. Wasn't near the ropes. It is what it is though now. It is
Yeah.
what it is now. But
And,
yeah.
and that's when you lost your title?
Yes.
How many times did you defend your titles?
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah. 2 mandatories.
Two mandatory. I mean, that's when you fight mandatory, you're fighting the number one guy, number one contender out there.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I like to see more in boxing. I like to see more of these mandatory fighters fight and not bring some palooka from nowhere to fight for a championship who is not
Exactly.
deserving of a title
Exactly.
fight. But you fought anybody to put in front of you. You
Yes.
never hesitated. You said, bring on whoever.
Yes.
You-
and
you-
another time when I think it was 19. No, I just turned 20. I fought Kevin Kelly.
Kevin Kelly.
And Kevin Kelly was the big name. So when they called that a draw, how could it be? Like I don't get how I should have won the title then. It's just like just a lot of bad happenings that
Well, yeah, I think we can still get you and Kevin Kelly together. Now
we
you-
can.
because,
He's just out of my weight class now. I kind of stayed.
He lives here in Vegas, and
Yes. Well, we're still friends. It has nothing to do with him.
No, I
It has
know.
nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with like Paulie. I love Paulie. Me and him still talk. We still hang
Paulie?
out. Paulie Ayala.
Paulie Ayala
It has
from-
nothing to do. They're a beautiful family. We're beautiful people. It's just that I know boxing and the promoters and the management when they get together and they just decide something. So,
Now, Paulie Ayala and yourself, did I referee that fight?
I don't know. I think so. I think he did the first one.
Yeah. I'm sure I did. I think there was where. No, it was Paulie and Johnny Tapia that I
Oh,
refereed.
yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking about.
The funny thing is, like, that's what I think the reason why it took so much out of me is because Johnny and I were very close.
Right.
And a week and a half before the fight, when I fought Paulie the first time, he was like, "Listen, if it goes to the decision, they're gonna give it to Paulie." I go, "Oh no, Paul. Listen, my hometown. Listen, I'm gonna get it, Johnny. If I win, I'm gonna win." And then when they didn't, it took everything out of me. I was like, man, I just lost the desire for boxing. So.
Yeah. Sometimes some fighters walk away with bad feelings about certain decisions. You won the fight and they give it to the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why sometimes some of these fighters, like George Foreman, he was a bitter guy. He was real bitter because he said they screwed him a lot in the first part of his career when he was heavyweight champion. He's talking about getting screwed, talking about his people behind the scenes, but he invested. They want to invest money for him. He said he almost filed for bankruptcy, and man, he was so upset. He was angry at the world, and then he gave it up from boxing, and then became a minister down in Houston. Became a minister, and then he learned how to forgive. There's a book called. And it was God in My Corner, the name of the book.
Yeah.
And I read one of the chapters in there where he says, I learned how to forgive because I had a big load on my back. He said, but when I learned how to forgive, and being a minister helped me to understand you can't carry that load on your back. You got to let it go. Because if you don't, you're going to be angry your whole life. So he said he forgave those guys that caused him to go almost bankrupt. He came back and became heavyweight champion of the world again at the age of 45, of which I had the honor of refereeing against Michael Moore, right? So here we are. George Foreman says, got the monkey off my back. I feel like a new guy. Now he's got the George Foreman grill, making all that money. I'll be happy as hell too, making all that kind of money. He gave it all up.
That's funny. I guess the same thing happened for me as well because I just was carrying the weight on my shoulders and just my attitude, my life, my marriage, everything. And then once I finally gave that up a few years ago, and I started training these fighters, and just did like you know what it is, what it is. I started to come back the same thing. I'm a happier person.
You are
a blessed person, and it just everything is good for me. Right?
Well, I can tell you one thing. You're one of the nicest guys I've ever met in boxing.
Yeah,
every time you see me, you always hug me. You always thank me, Joe. Thank you. You made me world champion.
It's true though. It's true. If it wasn't for you, I would never won the title because any other referee, they probably would have stopped it.
Yeah.
Just because the corner wanted to stop.
Yeah, and because I knew a little bit better, and I knew that with my knowledge and my training as a referee, there's things that we look for, and doctors teach us what to look for, when to stop a fight, when not to stop a fight. And I thought that was the time I utilized my skills, my knowledge, and say, you know what? No, we're not going to stop this. He could continue.
You know, and but not every referee has that. You mean not everybody referee is blessed like you are, and with the knowledge you are. Just not everyone's blessed, and you're a fantastic.
And I'm still
referee.
waiting for my $5. I never got not even a $5, but I get all the hugs and kisses from you. Every time I see this guy, he's always like that. He's like a brother, man. That's what. See, and that's what about boxing, about being an official. I'm retired. When he was active, I kept my distance from you guys.
Exactly.
You know, I was retired or he was retired. You know, that can become friends because that's the way it's supposed to be as an official.
Yes.
You can't fraternize with promoters, managers, trainers, fighters. You got to stay away as an official. Officials got to be like a judge. You can't mingle with the
Yeah, so some of the
fighters.
referees, they go around to the gyms and stuff like that, and I respect them for that. They don't really speak to the fighters and stuff, you know, but they come by and they referee the sparring, which we really like because it puts in real situations. Because a lot of these fighters, they want to hold her in the gyms and stuff, and when you have a referee in there, it really helps them out because it puts them in that real life situation.
Yeah.
And what the referee's going to do and how they can control things and how they don't. And people don't realize that until you get them in there. So I really appreciate the ones who come by my gym, not only my gym, they go by all the gyms. And they work with everybody, and it really helps us out, and it helps the fighters a lot.
Exactly. Well, you know, that's what happened when Conor McGregor, they hired me for 5 weeks to train Conor McGregor when he fought Floyd Mayweather to teach him the rules on boxing. So when he was sparring, he would commit a certain infraction. I would say, no, stop right there. Yeah. You know, no, you can't do that. And we did that for 5 weeks just so he can get acclimated to the actions of a real referee in there. And I was the referee as well with the bolts, everything in the ring. So he got a good feel for it. So when he fought Mayweather, it made it that much easier for him. Even though he got his ass whipped at the end. But he did okay at the beginning of the first 3 or 4 rounds.
Matter of fact, I just had my good friend, Paulie Malignaggi.
Paulie got upset because I had to sign a non-complete course. I mean, I could talk about the contract. I can't talk about it. So he got pushed. He got pushed and got hit. And I said, I started like a no knockdown, but the picture, these photographers took a picture of Paulie going down.
Yes.
And people say, Joe, did he get knocked down? I said, wait, listen, you know, hey, Joe, all the media Joe did, I couldn't say one way or the other because of the contract. But I told people it was more of a push because I was not about to count.
Well, it's too late now. You can tell them now.
Yeah.
You can tell them now.
Yeah.
Just because. You know, the fight's already happened.
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know. And the funny thing is, I was over at Floyd's, you know, and watching him spar. I've seen Floyd train for many fights. He didn't really train for that fight, you know. He boxed the same way as he did in the ring, it wasn't himself, you know. He knew what he was fighting. He knew he drugged the fight and let him go a lot longer than he did.
But Paulie, when he sparred with Conor McGregor, he had just flown in all night. He flew all night, flying, got in tight as hell, out of shape, you know, to do 10 rounds.
They went at 12 rounds.
We went 12 rounds out there. And I knew he was tired. Yeah. Like, come on, I said to myself, come on, you guys try to take advantage of a poor kid who just came in, tight as hell, out of shape. Come on, you know, Paulie would have knocked this guy out in 2 rounds.
I know.
Had he been in shape.
I think Paulie could have stopped him.
Yeah.
Simply because the funny thing, I just watched a little bit today. He is a quitter. That's how I don't understand how he got so big and popular because he quits. Even when he fought the Russian kid, what's his name? I think they want Floyd to fight him too. His last fight, he didn't have a chokehold and he taps out. He didn't even try. He just quit. He quits, and I don't get it. I don't get why people support him.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't understand. Like, to me, I'm the same way as a fighter too, because I fought with both sides. My jaw broke 9 rounds. My hand's been broken. I fought. I've never lost a fight. I don't cut here. I don't quit. My shoulder dislocated. I'm still trying to fight. And the referee's like, no. I was like, no, let me fight. So I don't respect those who quit like that.
Yeah.
Joe actually has a poster that we have hanging at the Hall of Fame, and it says, you
only lose when you quit.
Yes.
Something like that. You know,
you don't.
You're not a loser unless you quit.
Yes.
Something like that. And so, anybody.
You'll have to come to the Hall of Fame to see it.
I'm
That's my
coming,
plug.
I'm coming, July 19th.
No, I know, but that's
the
my
big
plug
party,
for
big
everyone.
party.
Come see that
Guys,
poster.
let me remind you guys again. I was in Saudi Arabia for 4 weeks, and you had me a cocktail. There's nothing over
Oh
there.
yeah,
There's
right. That's
nothing
when
over
we
there.
did our ribbon cutting, right?
so-
Well, you'll get one this
That's what I'm saying.
Friday.
Over in Saudi Arabia, it's dry country.
Yes.
No alcohol, no nothing.
Nothing, eh?
So as soon as you
wow.
say cocktail, I'm there.
Well, we're
My first
gonna
one.
have Friday night at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame from 6 to 9 p.m. We have the legends in boxing will be attending the Nevada
Yes.
Boxing Hall of Fame. It's an interactive boxing museum. You can actually put on the glove, the headgear. You can get in the ring. You can hit the
Really?
you
That's
can,
awesome.
you can really participate. The only museum in the world like that where you can actually participate while looking out those beautiful sports memorabilia. And of course, we're having a special exhibit of Manny Pacquiao, being that he's fighting Saturday night. So Friday night, we're gonna have in his tribute. His exhibit will be shown at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame at the Boulevard Mall here in Las Vegas. So make sure you show up Friday night from 6 to 9 p.m. It'll be a great experience. Meet Bone Adams, and so many. Jesse Vargas is going to be there. Leon Spinks, so many great champions and boxing celebrities. Some of the judges and referees will be present as well to just give support to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame and to boxing in itself. Now, Bones, you again, you came and fought in Nevada at the age of 17.
Yes.
And you had a total of 56 professional fights with a beautiful record of 44 wins with 20 big knockouts and only 7 losses and 4 draws to your record. So that says a lot about you. And I look at you and I say, man, look, you ready to come back? I'm ready to train you again, man, get you back in there.
That's why another reason I stayed away, because I know that my best friend, his name is Greg Hanley. He was also one of my managers.
Yeah, Greg. Yeah.
I was trying to make a comeback after being off a while, and he said, "Come over to LA with me for the weekend." So I went over there, and then at the end of the weekend, I go, "Greg, I want to go to training camp," and he this and that, and he goes, "See this conversation we're having?" I go, "Yes." He goes, "I'd like to continue it. You're not going to fight anymore. You're not going to fight anymore." And I was very angry, but
How long ago was this? How long ago was this?
That had to be
5 years ago?
Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, well,
a while.
In boxing, being myself as a fighter, we know what we know. We got that burning desire to want to keep on. We want to. It's like it can't stop us, but in reality, we really got to stop. There's a time you got to say no and no.
So that's a lot of things that have to do with boxing. People think it's money. People think it's like Floyd's doing it for money. People do it for the money. But it's really an addiction.
Yeah.
It's an addiction of the sacrifice, the dedication that you had to have, putting your body through certain things and making the weight, getting in shape to being able to just do whatever you have to do.
Right.
There's an addiction. Walking out and there's 30,000 people screaming. It's an addiction.
Yeah.
You can't get used to. I mean, you can't do without. You just want it and want it and want it.
It's in your blood already, no matter what. It's always like boxing will always be in my blood. As far because of boxing,
I'm sure you still remember the time that you hit somebody and knocked them out, and the feeling you have, you know what I'm saying, the feeling. I'm sure you remember that, and you never forget.
That's a great feeling. One night I could never forget one night I never forget when I fought twice in Madison Square Garden. It was for the Eastern Golden Glove Championship with 13,000 fans at the old Madison Square Garden. Yeah. And I knocked out 2 guys the same night. That's a bantamweight. And these guys were all champions. They were all the Eastern Golden Glove.
And let's remind you again, back when he fought, you can fight 2, 3, 4 times a day, the same day.
Yeah, it was like that back in those days, and you had to fight. But I remember the last night, from there, you had to first win the New York Open. Then after the Open, you fight for the Eastern Championships like 2 weeks later. And 2 weeks later after that, you fight for the National Champion.
Yes.
The East Coast versus the West Coast, it was Chicago versus New York. And my brother and I became national champions as well. I was at the tender age of 17 winning these championships. So it was great memories. But like you say, it's in your blood. You have a passion for the boxing. Don't want to stop. I want to keep going, man. Give me the glove. Where are the gloves? I'm ready to go right now, man.
And then it's a sickness that we have, because even still today, I miss that feeling of getting hit. I miss that feeling of just getting in there and hitting someone else and just being in and just interacting.
Yeah, it's a competition. You don't want to hurt the body. Really, the real world, you don't want to hurt them. You just want to beat them to be victorious. but it's just a sport that we love.
But the chance, we're also willing to take that chance and opportunity to say, you know what, we're ready to die for it.
Well, I was going to say you have your gym.
Yes,
So you
yes,
can
yes,
do that.
yes.
You can get in the ring with the different fighters.
But I can, you can't, because as Joe knows, it's the same thing. When you're a referee, you just can't you can't box people. He's a
Right.
referee.
Yeah.
I'm a trainer now. Either I'm a trainer or a boxer.
Right.
You can't do both. You got one or the other. And also, when you get in there and you start being a trainer, and you start doing things, what if you're not doing what you ask them to
Right.
do? Then you get no respect from them.
Well,
you
there's that.
you already did what you had to do. I accomplished a lot of things
Right.
as a fighter in and out of the ring. So it's very difficult for me to get in there and box somebody. Then somebody go, wait a minute, you didn't do this.
Okay,
Right.
all I can say is that they're going to be at the end of our show today. I would say keep your guards up at all time. And remember, we're here with my undisputed world champion, Bones Adams, and Delynn May. Joe Cortez, God bless. See you next week.